Yeah, my boy. Yeah. That motherfucking song, I ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite song. I like that. Well, I used to be my favorite song.
I can't record for some reason.
I not do it again. I just I had to get out of it. I think I was recording.
Did you just roll your eyes, bro?
Yeah, I was like focused, bro.
So don't tell me I gotta tell you again.
Alright, I got the stream part. Now I'm trying to press record.
My streaming already said. Y'all trying to stream?
Stream good.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Recording part. Anyway, let's go.
What you talking about the recording for?
Like, you got 2 parts. You gotta start streaming, start recording. There's 2 parts, so we can record on the audio part and stream on YouTube.
So is it streaming right now on YouTube? Yeah. Yay or nay?
Yep.
So I can't see it on my YouTube.
It's on.
Live now. I'll definitely say live now. Oh no, nigga, it's lit. Let's get it. Come on, introduction.
You said is it recording?
It's not recording, but I can
In
stream
order
it on.
to be here.
Yeah.
What you mean? It is recording. If it's streaming, it's recording.
Nah, station though, the app.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, the app.
But we'll have it when we can put it on our page.
That whole automatically, it's recording right now. We on. It's on the thing. All right.
Alright, meanwhile, good evening. Welcome to Free Game Show
Let me go
on
live
TDN
on my
at the
shit.
Grade A radio station. I'm your host, T. Coop. You got silent real quick.
It's your boy Businessman E-Tan. You already know Furious Styles.
Styles.
Furious Styles.
That's really a tagline for you now.
That's like his theme.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's your boy Anthem B, the Smooth Operator. Hello, people.
Smooth up.
Let me get a call sign. Go ahead with your call sign.
Nesty D, your favorite light skin.
Not my favorite. Like,
Nah, I don't like that.
You don't like that?
God damn, y'all nigga make me feel like I gotta come up with some whole new shit.
Oh, it's easy. Pop, purity, pop.
Say, bro.
Nah, you think I'm gonna say that?
Ever say everything.
You think
Ever say that no more.
It's the pop, beatity, pop. All right, so look, since we got a special guest in the building, can we give a drum roll and introduction? I'm gonna do the drum roll.
So, introducing special guest in the building, one of the best poets that I know personally as a woman. Got a show coming up July 24 with an all-ladies lineup. It's coming out on July 24 at 8 o'clock at the Improv. Oh yeah. Your host, your guest, Courtney. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
What's happening, Courtney?
I'm Courtney Lynn.
Okay.
What's happening, Courtney?
Hold up. Remember last time I messed up her name? It's called Redeem Yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, y'all spicy today.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Courtney, for people who have no idea who you are, what you do, can you give us a quick breakdown?
I am Courtney Lynn, and I am a poet. So that's what I do. I am one half of the We Go Live platform and brand that I have with my other half right here, Scott Free. Say hey.
What's happening, baby?
Scott was good.
We go live.
So, we host a platform called We Go Live every other month at the Improv every first Friday. And we got a show coming up, so.
I'm struggling with this motherfucker.
I see you. It's cool.
I'm struggling with this motherfucker over here. And there we go.
All right. So, what's going on at the Improv this Friday? It's a poet.
Well, not this Friday. Every first Friday we have what we call a kickback. So it's kind of like for the people who come out and support and show love, who want to know what's going on, what we're doing. We have that. But on July 24th, we have a show called Set It Off. It's an all-female lineup of some of the dopest artists in the nation coming on one platform to set it off.
That's super loud. Y'all been? Y'all been before? It was live?
Yeah.
It was like, did you stand up and clap?
Like the
Snap, yeah.
You gotta do it all, man.
Taps on the table.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so what kind of ambiance is in the air when people can expect? When they walk in, what should they feel?
Good vibes.
You gotta get up on here.
Yeah, you gonna feel good vibes only, man. You know what I'm saying? A live energy. You gonna be ready to have a good time. The DJ TNT, she always know how to set the party out right.
She a beast.
Yeah, she a beast. She a legend. Like, real talk. If you don't know who DJ TNT is, man, y'all need to check her out for real. Yeah, you can expect to be ready and be lit. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy in the room is going to be so electric, man. I'm telling you. Once you get in there, you're going to know why it's called We Go Live.
All right. What gave y'all the idea to come up about this? And how long y'all been doing poetry? I really want to ask that question individually.
I've been doing poetry since I was in high school. Really a little bit before then, but I didn't start performing until a couple of years ago. Just started writing out the strength of being upset. Instead of me expressing how I felt verbally, I decided to write.
You look like you punch people.
I do.
Yeah.
So, instead of me taking my anger out on people, I decided, let me put it in the pen, in a pad. And that's pretty much when I started. When did you start?
Yeah, I started doing poetry when I was in Iraq, Baghdad, Iraq. September 23rd, 2007. And shoot, man, I've been really...
That was the day before my birthday.
Yeah, I've been doing...
I got a chick pregnant the next day.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've been doing poetry since Iraq, dog.
Matter of fact, I'm lying. It was a year after that.
This nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, real talk. So then, I came to Houston, man, met some dope artists out here, man. Seven being one of the staples in the city for poetry, man. I learned
Worthing
a lot.
alum now.
Yeah. I you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot just from that dude, man. And then we took it to another level with this We Go Live platform. So we here to set the record straight. We here to raise the bar. We here to hold people to a standard when it comes to entertaining, when it comes to selling shows and selling out shows. That's what we the standard.
And do something different. It's not going to be the regular poetry show that you go to where, it's something where you sitting down and, you're not enjoying yourself. We enjoy crowd participation where everybody is enjoying themselves and they having a good time.
Man, that's live, and I damn don't want to feel like... I don't want to say poetry on the rise like it went away, but I see in Detroit they got a poetry night at the spot I went to, Mama Ninfa's. In Miami they got poetry nights. So what is it... In Houston, do they have any poetry nights besides y'all's?
Every night of the week is something going down.
Oh.
It's crazy.
About the improv, though, like, it seems like it's starting to be like that spot. All our entertainers that's coming up right now.
What's dope about the improv is that when you go there, you go there for the enjoyment of poetry, but also the environment itself. You get to kick back and you can eat, you drink. You comfortable. It's like being at a restaurant, but you get, you got your waitresses coming to you, and then you enjoying yourself. You at a full-time show, versus when you go to an open mic or anything else, you got to get up and get your food, get your drinks, do all of that. We bring it to you. So, you paying for the entertainment of the show, but also, to be able to relax and kick back and not have to worry about shit. It's like, you go to the movies, you don't want to miss a movie. Well, you don't want to miss no poet on that stage, and that just, it's, so you want to, be able to relax. But shit, it's poetry nights everywhere, every night of the week. Tonight is a poetry night. Last night,
one of them hoes.
Tuesdays, man, they got so many poetry spots, and it's enjoyable to see those open mics, because that's where original people start at. Shit, I started at an open mic, Sundays going to Poetry Lounge.
Was you nervous?
Nervous wasn't a word for what I was. If you see me now compared to what I looked like back then, I was a completely different person. Yeah. Like, I enjoy it now and I'm a little more comfortable on that stage. But when I first got on the stage, I sat there and looked at my shoes the whole time. I ain't look at nobody. So,
This is like public speaking. So when you speaking to somebody, when you being a master of ceremony, are you keying in on a person? Or are you just talking to the crowd and looking at everybody in their eyes?
Generally, when I'm doing, like for the last year or so, if he in the crowd, he got to be, because I look at him.
Lean on me. Ooh, that black love.
Yeah, it's like if he's not in the crowd, I'm like, shit, where you at? I'm looking for you because I need you. Like, and for the longest, I did my best friend like that too. If she was in the crowd, I'm looking at her. I'm looking for her because that's my comfort. That's like, you know.
Yeah,
that's what I need.
You gonna encourage me when I'm looking at you, no matter what.
I'm gonna hear you spit, you know, and you always hear your friends in the crowd. Like, I don't care what stage I'm on. I got 2 homegirls that be on ass. Like, I can hear them, you know, all the time, and I enjoy that. I need that because that encourages me to keep on going and to, you know, be me.
Yeah, it's like a battle rapper.
Yeah.
You need your homies behind you, like, get him.
They be with it though.
Without that,
right next to them last show we went to.
Oh yeah.
We dying laughing.
Yeah.
The whole time. They that mama in the crowd.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that. They your cheerleaders. They your cheerleaders. You need everybody need a cheerleader, whether they want to admit to it or not.
That's live. I like the fact that it seemed like y'all almost look at this like a sport.
Yeah.
It is a sport. It's
It
artistic
is.
expression.
And then at the same time, it's competitive as hell. People don't realize it, but it is.
So, is it any ever a winner or a prize drawn?
They have what they call slam poetry, what's that? Competition.
Slam poetry,
Yeah, I'm not a part of that. I don't get myself into all of that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You got to use that in a poem.
Yeah, I'm not a slam poet either. I'm not finna compete with nobody. I don't got to. So.
But some people just do it because they like the you know, they like it.
Yeah.
We got some really dope slam poets. The poets we brought down from Colleen last show.
Mayhem.
They stole the show. The slam poets. They stole the show. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Michael and Shake the Poet smashed it.
They killed it.
They both slam poets, and it's also how you get ranked as a poet nationwide. Internationally, you go to slams and you had to hold the title. He the best in the nation based on, you know, you went to the nationals and you beat out X amount of poets. Now you rank. You know what I mean? So you get an actual ranking within the poetry community by slam.
And this is a form of entrepreneurship because some people is getting booked and paid.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Full time.
Yeah.
People, right? I know a homie got a poet book, and he bleed.
Yeah.
Man,
you get people who got who got books, who got albums, who got merch, you know, shirts, you know, all kind of stuff. So I mean, it's your brand. At the end of the day, it's your brand.
Okay, my question is, I ain't gonna say it's a little deeper. It's just about self-exploration. What were you looking for inside of yourself when you found poetry?
I wouldn't say I was looking for something. I think I was just being honest with myself, you know, about how I felt about certain things. It was when I write, I don't write about the what ifs or I write about personal situations, and you know, it's just kind of like an open diary, so to say. So I'm not really looking for something. I'm just, you know, I'm spitting my truth. So, I mean, a lot of times when you do that as a poet, you have people who can relate to what you're talking about. That's the beauty of poetry. That's like, you know, any singer getting up there singing a song that all the women feel it, you know, people can relate to. So that's pretty much what I do when I spit. I get up there and I, you know,
you're not writing for others. You writing.
No, I'm writing for myself, and it just so happened that other people
can
relate to what I'm spitting.
Yeah. Same question for you. What? I mean, it might not have been a moment of self-exploration, but I know you said you was in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? It was 2007. It's going down around this time. What was going through your mind when you say, you know, I need to sit down and put this pencil to this paper?
Well, at the time, you know, I realized when I was, when I was in Iraq, I was part of the Department of Defense. Before that, I was in the Army for 8 years. And then in the Army, you don't have the freedom.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, for sure.
All of you vets in the building. Shout out to the vets in the building.
Yeah, but in the Army, you know, you sacrifice your freedom of speech. You know what I mean? When you enlisted, you can't just say what you want to say. And they got something called a Uniform Code of Military Justice, that UCMJ. You say what you want to say, they're going to hit you with it. But then, that Article 15, right? So, as a matter of fact, that was the first thing I wrote about when I finally got a chance to write. My first poem was UCMJ. Wow. Right? Okay. So, because now that I had the freedom to say what I want to say, I'm out here and
you on their ass.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all about some shit.
And so, it was just like, you know what? I'm going to say what they want to say if they could say it,
Speaking for the voice.
would say, but don't say, and won't say, because if they do say, they're gonna hit you hard with that
Because you're
UCMJ.
still out there with them, but you're not working for the military.
Right. I'm no longer enlisted.
Right.
I'm working with Department of Defense. So I don't fall under the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So I can say now what I want to say.
Yeah.
So that was my opportunity to say what I know they thinking. So that's how it started with me.
All right. My next question is about. She said when she's on stage, she's looking for you. In your mind, what are you thinking when you look at her spit?
Good question.
I just want to have a good night tonight.
Answer carefully.
One thing that I be thinking, man, nobody better not fucking say shit right now. Like, it's respect the mic time. Like, shut the fuck up and listen to what she got to say.
If I go army mode on
I
this.
wait for somebody to disrespect, to be honest. So, I'm hot-headed, even though some people don't see it. I mean, I never forget she had that feature at Renee's on the Bayou.
My birthday feature.
Yo, man.
Somebody got to say
Dude was in the bag.
it, sneeze too loud.
Old school was in the back talking, man. He ain't know.
We talking crazy?
Nah, he was
It's
just
too
talking
loud.
to
You know
people.
that's
You know what I'm saying?
interrupting the show.
He was just talking to his people. I'm like, man, she up there, my girl up there trying to perform her heart out. This nigga, I'm like, man, look, bro.
He
We
ain't
can take it out.
respecting the art.
Take it outside. Let's take this conversation outside, bro. Yeah, because it was that real. So I'm looking to be her protector, man. When she up there, I want to make sure she's secure. And I'm looking at her in case she needs me to be anything other than, what I'm saying, her point, her focus.
muse.
Yeah. Like, if you need anything, I hope I can give you that energy. I can give you that confidence and the reassurance. But if anybody get out of line, I want to make sure that they understand that it ain't going to be that type of party. No, that's what I really be thinking when she up there. Respect the mic.
Facts. All right. One of the deepest quotes I ever heard, I feel like I want to get you guys' perspective on it, is that a poet is more powerful than a gunman, because that gunman might shoot one person, but that poet might say a poem that echoes
Impacts
into eternity
thousands.
forever. So I just would like your perception on the message that you bring when you're on stage. And after that, I want you to answer, do you go knowing what poem you're going to do, or do you have so many in your cachet, your artillery, that you like whatever my mood is when I get up there?
I don't think it's whatever the mood is. I think whatever the crowd is like.
Yeah.
So when I go into a spot to do a poem, whether it's an open mic or if it's a show, then I pretty much know in the back of my head what I'm going to do. But when it comes to an open mic, different venues have different kind of people. So you kind of got to adapt to the crowd and what you going to do. If I'm going to do something silly and, something that's going to make the crowd laugh, then I'm going to do something, like that. If I'm going to do something serious, or if I'm being around a bunch of older people, then I know I got to do something where I ain't cussing as much, which is difficult. But it is. But when it comes to, what I have to say regarding, what your question was, I feel like a lot of the times like I told you, I write for myself, so I don't have many poems where I feel like, I'm reaching out to people for what I got to say. I'm just spitting just to spit what I feel, and I have had a poem that impacted others, and, after I've been done spitting, they come off stage and they're like, man, I needed to hear that tonight. Like, I got a poem where I'm talking about me being a mess up, or a dude messing up, but me messing up too. And it's relatable because most women, they so focused on what a nigga done did, or what, they don't never look in the mirror at themselves about what they did too, how they messed up. So, for a mirror to be put back in their face, like, okay, boom, now I can, understand. I enjoy, those, oh, that's you. Let me dismiss that. All right.
Let me go dismiss that.
But for people to be like, okay, I relate to that. I get it. Not many women do that, but people who do, it feels good for me to relay that message, and they understand it and they take that in too, versus me and just me talking shit. Because that's a lot of my poem. I just be talking shit.
When you see other poets, and it's like, I ain't gonna say it's trash, but it's just, it ain't up to par. What be going through your mind? Because I know y'all done see some trash. Like,
I'm gonna not say
I
trash.
can't believe you brought this up here tonight.
It was the wrong.
What you say? What you call it, baby? Yeah.
Okay,
Say, yeah, this motherfucker's beat.
I can take the heat. I can take the heat if somebody
Better
got
than I
something to
could.
say. I look at it like, it depends to me. It depends on what platform you on. You know what I mean? If I see you on a platform like the Improv, that's like you wondering how the hell did he get in here? You know what I'm saying? Like realistically, if you saw somebody on Apollo, you're like, how the hell they make it up to the Apollo? How the hell they make it up in there? So
Yeah. So they know Sandman coming. That's like American Idol.
Let's say they's on The Voice.
Yeah, facts.
The Voice.
They on the like
But
they done made it to Hollywood.
But they done been on there a couple of times.
Yeah.
How the hell you keep
Fuck you
getting
make
on
it to
there?
Hollywood.
Right,
Yeah.
so as poets, man, when I see that you did not work on your craft or somebody didn't gassed you up, like what? It's real happy. Somebody didn't gas
Yeah, because they might have just had some
You
friends
ain't right.
in the crowd that was gassing.
I ask myself who dropped the ball.
Where your real friends at?
Who got
That's what
paid,
you're supposed
who
to
got
ask.
paid out, like realistically, because you need to tell that artist, man, hey, look, go to a couple of open mics, perfect your craft, and then take it to the big stage. Like, don't be trying to be on the big stage just because it's the big stage. You'll blow your opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people be so quick to want to take off, but they never took the time to learn how to land before they did. So now you in the big stage, you done crashed and burned. You got to where you want to be, but you didn't take the time to learn how to land. You put in the time to work.
You let the
Didn't take
opportunity
to actually
consume
land,
you.
right?
Yeah.
To take advantage of the opportunity. You didn't take the time to perfect your craft, to prepare yourself for success. Now that you got the opportunity, you finna blow it.
Yeah.
And you'll never be back on this stage again as far as I'm concerned because, fam,
You're not
you one
giving.
and done.
You haven't got the chance to redeem yourself. But my thing is that you have to. I don't want to say that.
You must got somebody in your head.
No,
Right.
not anybody in particular. I just feel like when I do see certain, when I see stuff like that, like have you ever been in a situation where you see somebody and you get embarrassed, like you embarrassed for them?
You can feel it.
It make you like you won't even
You're empathetic to their situation.
and that's how I feel when I see stuff like that. I'm like, I'm embarrassed for them, not because they may not be embarrassed, but I am just for them. And that it's sad because you don't want to feel like that if they don't feel like that. But you trying to get out the situation. You walk out the room, you put your head down, you doing everything like they should be doing, but they confident. And I like those people who are confident.
Yeah.
But
Gotta be realistic too, though.
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I done seen some bad, confident rappers, and it'll take them further than good rapping.
You still gotta be you gotta be honest with yourself and say, man, I need to perfect my gift. Like,
Facts.
yeah.
You gotta sculpt on yourself regardless.
Everybody has room for growth. That's the thing. Like nobody's gonna be perfect. We all can grow in ways that that we need to, regardless if it's stage performance or whether it's increasing your bars. When it's things that you can do to become better. So nobody is at a level to where they just all the way up here and they ain't got no more room for growth. It's just some people need to just take a step back and reevaluate themselves.
All right, my next question is for both of y'all. I pretty much feel like everybody here has talents and they feel like they was dropped on earth to do something. Do you feel like you know your purpose right now? And if so, what do you feel like it is?
You can answer that one first.
Like, oh,
I gotta think. I gotta think.
Now look, I feel like yes, I know my purpose. I know I was put here to create. I know I was put here to influence, and I was put here to educate, as well as help people. You know what I mean, along the way. Like I wasn't put here like the wisdom that I have. I know ain't nobody but God gave it to me. So if He gave it to me, He gave it to me to share it. You know what I mean? I didn't obtain it on my own. I obtained it through His grace. And He will give you something because He wants you to share it. And so, therefore, if I'm wise, then I know it's a purpose in me to spread my wisdom. Whether it's through poetry or whether it's through just talking like I'm talking right now. You know what I'm saying? So, it's nothing poetic about what I'm saying. It's just real. The analogy of the plane and landing. And, you know what I'm saying? That's wisdom that only God could have gave me. You feel me? I didn't read that somewhere. So I know that's for me to share with people. To know that, hey, it's not just about becoming successful. It's about how do you stay successful. You win a lotto today. You win $1 million, you spend one.
You ain't a millionaire no more.
You know what I'm saying? It's about not becoming a millionaire. How do you stay a millionaire? You done made it, but how do you stay in success? And that's really what I'm trying to, I'm trying to get to a point where I don't only achieve success, but I actually retain it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want that
Yeah,
for
and spread
everybody
it.
else.
Yeah. Same question.
I was trying to think of my answer. I feel like, my sole purpose, I guess, is to do anything that I put my mind set forth to do. Like, I don't have a set goal right now, as far as what I know that I'm supposed to be doing in this world. But I know that I'm here to be, a good parent to my kids. And I know that, whatever I want to do, I'm going to make sure that I get it done. So, and as far as when it comes to this poetry thing, like this is something near and dear to my heart. So, I really don't have, as far as like, a career goal besides this. This is what I want. This is what I expect to be able to provide my family. This is my source of income.
It's a tool.
This is what I need, and not just to be doing poetry, but to benefit in it, in other ways, as far as, with the production and, with things that I have planned for in the future. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm not somebody who gonna, give a lot of wisdom. I'm not like him. He talk and he talks well. But I'm not like that.
Well, we ratchet righteousness in here. We got wisdom and Hennessy.
Look, I talk shit just to keep on talking. So that's pretty much where I stand at, what I believe in. But whatever I set my mind for to do, I think I know I'm gonna be able to achieve it, regardless.
All right, so my bad. How long does it take to memorize? How long does it take to memorize a poem? Like, I know it, I got it, I can perform it.
I used to think it'd take a while, but I did a poem. I had a poetry show on a Wednesday, and I started writing on Tuesday. The longest poem I ever wrote. So about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. It took me a week to write it and to have it memorized.
Wow.
So that's the shortest time, but that's because I pushed myself, because I knew I was going to get on a big stage, and I couldn't fuck it up. So,
You can't stutter, can't do nothing.
Nah, because then once you do mess up in your head, you messed up, so
then you gotta restart.
But everybody not like that. Like, he can write and memorize a poem within a day. Yeah. So, but I'm not like that. I'm not gonna play with myself like that. That took me 2 days. 2 days. I wrote it the first day, and then I got up there and did half of it and then freestyle the end. But it was cool. I had it up until showtime but I wrote it like a couple of hours beforehand. So it was like, it was a couple of,
I try to push it.
That'd be.
Because, like, I can write a poem, and matter of fact, I don't.
He don't write. That's the thing.
Write it in my head.
He freestyling down there. Yeah.
No, it ain't even freestyle.
It's like you got it written, but it's in your scroll.
It's like, what do you call it? It's like muscle memory.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. Like, he'll go over a poem and then say over and over and over again till he got it. But see, I'm not doing that shit. I'm sorry. I'm writing it down,
look at
and then I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna go back to the beginning and then do it again. I'm not, but everybody work differently. So like I said, he can do that shit in a day or so. I'm not playing myself like that.
See, the way I write the line or a couple of lines, and then I go back to the beginning and recite them lines, get to the end, like, okay, what it sounds.
Yeah, he do it by bar.
Yeah. What's crazy is that he didn't mix it up. By the time he got to the end of the poem, he didn't mix up the shit like twice. So I'd be like, nah. And I try to say it with him. Nah, I fixed that right there, and I did this. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to do this shit with you. And he adjust that shit.
Everybody got a scope on themselves. I just scoped this motherfucker yesterday.
Yeah.
I got the gist of it. I got the, what I'm saying? Okay, it's cool. Now I throw a little sauce right there. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. I said it a couple times. Wait, that don't kind of, okay, this would gel better if I did it like that. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. And I just walk around the house talking to myself. I look crazy.
Literally.
But I walk around talking to myself, and it's like, man, wait, I'm writing. You know what I'm saying?
I just be quiet.
Yeah, I'm writing. So I write like that. Like, I'll say the line, come back, and do the same thing like the UCMJ poem. Yeah, I'll just,
Do y'all have any inspirations? Like somebody that you can say, like I know a lot of people might say, yeah, Tupac did poetry, so, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all have anybody that you could look at and say?
Not to inspire me to write.
Yeah.
No artists, no. But I'm inspired by actual, life. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Things that are relatable. Even if it's not my story. I'm inspired by other people's story. I'm inspired just by in general things that I feel like need to be heard, or I don't try to force a topic. You know what I'm saying? I do my best not to try to force anything. It's something that inspires me, boom, I move on it. I forget what it was the day I was inspired by, but
Yeah.
not Lord of the, what's it? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
So
He wrote a Game of Thrones
like,
piece.
Yeah, so the Game of Thrones joint, and I wrote some bars on that. And I was like, oh snap! I got some other bars too that not to that one, but to something else. Yeah.
Look, he like, I just thought of him right now.
Yeah.
95 minutes.
Like,
I can go.
like the Bad Boys movie. I was thinking about that on the way to work, and I was like, wait.
I got some shit I can say to that.
Ooh, yeah, it's coming.
No, I'm
It's coming.
I'm like that too, but I can't. The way I work is I don't. It's not what it's about my life. That's what I'd be like, damn, I went through this shit. Okay, I can write about this. Like, oh man, this happened to me today, or that happened to me 2 years ago. Let me go ahead and spit about it. I'm like that kind of person. So generally, if you hear me spit, the shit happened.
Hey, I got a question. How far back do y'all memory go?
My memory
What
go
do
back till I was like 5.
You mean
Shit got like gaps though.
Yeah,
I definitely got gaps, but I remember my
got gaps,
third
but-
birthday
yeah.
for sure.
My short-term memory is fucked up, but I remember old shit from like when I was a kid, bro. Like I have a good.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna tell y'all something funny about that. Okay, so I thought my memory was, I thought it was at I was 5 or 6 at the time, but I was 2. So I asked my mom about this dude. I was 13. I said, man, whatever happened to Gilbert? She looked at me. She like, you remember Gilbert? I'm like, yeah. Whatever happened to Gilbert? She like, oh, I don't know, woo, right? And then when we had a conversation because my baby's mother and I got into it. We splitting up, and I was afraid that she was she was threatening to keep the babies from me, and I was like, then they not gonna know me. My mom was like, you know what? She said, remember when you asked me about Gilbert? I said, yeah. She said, how old do you think you were when I was with Gilbert? I said, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6. She said he was 2. She said, all I'm doing is trying to tell you, if you make the impact on your child's life that you're supposed to, they'll never forget you.
Yeah.
Right.
So even though you might think your memory don't go back that far,
remember
because
his
you
name, Mark.
think you was, what I'm saying? Like, realistically, I was 2, man. And I can still remember this dude taking me to Astroworld, the little T-shirt or whatever. I can remember all that, but I was
2.
2.
I just said that because they was my studies this week was about kind of like extending your memory basically, and they was talking about all the foods you could use, all of the exercises you could do or whatnot, and it was people saying that they can go back to 6 months old. Some people
I ain't
saying they can
going
go
back
back
to
to coming out of their mother and seeing her. Some people said they can go back to
People
previous
full of shit.
lifetimes.
Yeah, people are full of shit.
I'm sorry, but who remembering that? Oh yeah, I came out. I remember when I was crying.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's all that is. I mean, truth be told,
I can still smell it.
yeah, people full of shit. I mean, I think that it's realistic to try to like remember your early elementary days. Like not early. Like I don't remember as far as pre-K is concerned, but I remember I remember like certain people in my class and who I ain't seen and like I remember stuff like that.
I remember some shit like that.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
trying to remember something when you born, that's not realistic. Tell them stop lying.
So
My
question.
first grade crush.
So question. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
My name was Danielle.
When did you guys realize that? Oh shit.
Her name's Courtney.
Her name cool. And you ain't never had a crush. That's what about to say. You about to get crushed.
All right. When did you guys realize, like, damn, I have something on this poetry stuff, and I gotta pursue this seriously? Because obviously, you start something as a hobby, and then it kind of takes off from there. So, at what point did you guys realize that?
I think for me it was when people was like, "Damn, you pretty dope." I just be writing what I feel.
Compliments matter.
Yeah, they do matter.
Yeah.
But then people be putting shit in your head and they be full of shit. So
They gassing like me.
yeah, they be like you. They be gassing, so you don't take it realistic. Like you don't take it, you don't take it seriously. But you got people who you don't know, who's never seen you before, and then they see you somewhere, and they come out their way to come to you and talk to you, and that make you feel good because it's like, okay, what I'm doing means something. Like you I'm actually good. Shit, like somebody could tell you look good all day, but if you don't feel like in yourself you look good, it ain't gonna go nowhere. And so that's why I feel like, okay, well, I'm finally coming into my own. I think that I'm doing something that I always enjoy doing, but somebody else think I'm good at it too, versus just me thinking I'm good at it my damn self. Go ahead, mister. I know you got something to say.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
First
fam.
words I spoke.
Oh, this is his first
Nigga,
one.
but there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Man, y'all been in the military. Y'all know, man. Look, I was in the front of a crowd of over 800 people my first time performing. Over 800 strong.
You say the first time?
My first time. 800 strong. Generals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Commanding officers, all them command sergeant majors.
Is this when you went off?
When I did the UCMJ.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, my first thing. You can't tell me shit.
Yeah, you gotta listen to me now. I'm here.
Mike,
Right.
I did UCMJ, man. They went crazy. I was like, wow.
Oh, I'm the shit, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's on YouTube.
You got some hits?
I'm Googleable.
I'm Googleable. Google me, bitch.
My next poem was Google That.
Fact.
Wow.
You
So you followed up with that.
Go and Google that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm finna Google. I'm finna write some Googleable shit.
You don't believe me, homie, you can go and Google that. I was like, oh shit. Yo, but I was nervous as hell, fam. Like, I was nervous as hell. I'm nervous as hell still every time I perform.
I'm not like that no more.
I get dry myself. I'm always drinking a lot of water before I perform and stuff like that. But I must have drank like 5 of those tall. You ever got deployed?
No, thank God.
Man, the bottles of water is like as tall as this. Now, like a big bottle. I mean, drank like 5 of them. Man, I had to piss like a motherfucker when I came out. But I was so nervous, man, because, one, I didn't write none of that stuff down. So I'm like, man, Lord, please don't let me forget all these.
Okay, so you started off with the Wayne type of...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't write neither one of those poems down. Still to this day. Like, I didn't write them down. So it's like, man, I was just hoping that I didn't mess up. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know it was going to be that many people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to do a portrait show. I'm thinking it's going to be a few people in the crowd. You come from behind that curtain. It's like, wait, it's 800.
Oh, you famous.
They out here.
Ain't no turning back push you on that though. Like to just say, hey, first time, go ahead, 800.
Okay, so it was a poet named Lyric Kentrell. Shout out to Lyric, Third Eye alumni. Yeah.
It's a nice name.
Yeah, Lyric. She pushed me out there, man. She put me on. She was like, you can do this. You can do this.
So had you like freestyled it first?
I did some. Okay, so when I was in Iraq, I needed a ride home. We had to walk everywhere, and it was late at night. And I needed a ride, and then somebody was saying, "Hey, you can ride with me, but you gotta go to this poetry night with me instead. Before I take you home, you gotta go to poetry night with me." So I was like, "Damn, I don't want to listen to no poetry." You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was. I just heard poetry. I thought it was gonna be lame. So,
And now you do this shit all the time.
I thought it was gonna be lame, man, like a lot of people did probably. But I went in there, I was like, "Damn, this kind of dope." So they ran out of artists. And then they was like, "Hey man, we just need somebody else to sign up, some few more people," and they just started passing the list, and Buddy put my name on the list. And I didn't know he put my name, so they called me up. It was like, yeah, just say whatever come to mind. Just say
Talk
whatever
about the
come to
dude
mind.
that you roll with?
Yeah.
Like if you need to perform, your ass have to walk?
Yeah.
So
Pretty
he said,
much.
"Do whatever come to mind." And so, like, what came to mind was a conversation I had with God driving from Killeen, Texas to Houston, Texas, and I just never forgot about it. So I just said it. And they was like, "So you not a poet?" I was like, "No, I'm not." It was like, "Well, you need to audition for this show coming up and on September 23rd." And so I was like, "Okay, it's cool. I'll try it." Right. But because it was only like 10, 15 people in there, I'm thinking that I'd be like, "Oh, 10, 15 people. No biggie."
Shit.
All right, so you guys mentioned something about messing up earlier. Can you guys each describe a time where you kind of were in a messed up situation, like I fucked this up, but you kind of fixed it, if that makes sense?
The other day, he was just talking about me I did this a woman poem. I had wrote it the other day. Like I said, I wrote it a couple of hours before, and I had to spit it like a couple of hours later. And yeah, I I normally, if I fuck up a poem, y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. I be like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Then I try to go back and remember this shit. This time, like, you know what, bitch, you gonna have to freestyle this. So I just was like, you know, I got to the part where I didn't know it, and it's kind of a tongue twister. Like, I talk fast, like, generally. So when I'm spitting, people always be like, dang, she talks so fast. So I, like, not throughout the whole poem, but throughout pieces of the poem. And so I got to this part where it was tongue-tied for me. I got a list, so it's kind of difficult for me to say these words together. And I was just like, well, freestyle. And I am not a freestyle.
Yep, freestyle.
Yeah, I am not a man. And what's crazy is he heard me say the poem over and over again, and so did my son. So my son was there, and he was looking at me like, "This the next part, mommy." He knew it. My son knew it, so I'm looking at him like, "No, I can't do it." Like, I'm gonna just have to freestyle it, and I freestyled it, and I closed it out. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and get up off here. Let me get out the way, you know. But that was the only time I think I ever recovered from messing up. Because normally if I mess up, I'd just be like, shh, all right.
What does that do for you then? Now, like,
Oh, now see that never. This is what I don't do no more. I don't never write a poem in short of amount of time to where I messed up. I did that. This poem wasn't a full poem. It was a cipher. So it was only like 45 seconds. So that's why I felt like, you know, it was easy for me to write it and memorize it within a day or two. But I don't do that shit no more. I'm not retarded. Yeah, okay. I'm not doing it. I love you. But I'm not doing it. I'm just saying, let me get comfortable to the fact where I can do it. Mind you, I've been performing poetry publicly for 3 years. So, you know, it took me 2 years after doing it to actually come into my own and be comfortable on stage. Like, I've never been comfortable or confident. I got up there and I wouldn't look at nobody, and now I don't gotta look at nobody. Or I can look at them, but I'm comfortable. I can go off into the crowd. I'm loud. I don't need no mic. Like, I'm comfortable. I don't get nervous before shows anymore. I don't get nervous because majority of the people in the crowd are people I know. And if you don't know me, I don't care. I ain't gonna see your ass again.
Right.
You know, so it's easier to deal with when you like that. You know, but I ain't mad.
She could do it. I think it's properly motivated. She could do it. I
that's
think if
so
somebody
cool,
say, "Hey man, I got $1,000 for you to write a poem,"
Money
and have it by
talks.
tomorrow. And see, it's just a proper motivation. With
Right.
proper motivation, anybody can accomplish anything. You feel me?
Yeah.
I tell my
Proper
son that every time.
proper
That
preparation prevents poor performance.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, if you got the money, then
yeah.
maybe I'll stay up all night to make sure I got it right. But if, you know,
Exactly. So
if I got the money.
are you properly motivated at that point?
well, I'm
So
a
it's
properly
not that you
motivated
can't do it.
myself ahead of time. You're
All right,
right.
guys. So speaking of planning,
He just came in with
planning,
this
right?
Mr.
So
Smooth.
Speaking of playing,
Speaking of planning,
I know I've seen you guys perform back to back, like two rappers sharing the 16, like going back and forth. I thought that shit was pretty cool. But you guys plan totally different. So how does that shit play out?
How we write the poem?
Right.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
I mean, she writes it on paper, and you kind of
Nah,
walk
we didn't
around the
write
house.
that one we didn't write
We
it.
wrote that my way.
Ah, okay.
We wrote, okay, so we
We
had
wrote that my way.
a show. We had a show last
That's how
year.
you go viral. That's what
Gotcha.
We had a show April 28, 2018. It was called My Poetic Justice. And for 4 months, from January up until April, we knew that we had to be each other's counterpart and write a poem together. And so we started off writing this poem, and it just wasn't,
It was okay.
it was,
It was cool.
it wasn't shit.
It wasn't fish.
It wasn't fish. Like the poem that we, fish, man, that we can't go nowhere without somebody saying, "Can y'all do fish?" And see,
Can y'all
I'm
do
at
it
a
before y'all leave?
see, I was about to talk shit about it. we can do it, you know, but I got to a point where I'm like, damn, we always do it. We gotta write something new, like, you know, but everybody loves it, so it's cool. But
It's a hit.
it pretty much it's like, you know, one of them poems that, you know, people hear like if they see us together, y'all done fish tonight? Y'all done? I'm like, all right, I guess so. You know, but when we wrote that poem, we wrote another piece before that, like a month before I started working on it, and it was like, it was cool, but 4 days before the show, the show was on Saturday.
Was it 4 days? It wasn't even 4 days.
It wasn't even 4 days. It might have been. The show was April 28th, so it was April 26th. So it was 2 days before the show, and it was 4 days because it was before the Thursday practice. Yes.
Well, we had it on Thursday practice.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say it was on the 20. Either way it goes, it's like 4 days before the show. Check it. So we sat in a car. You know, we kind of like drank back and forth, and then it was like, What you said? Say it louder.
No.
Say it loud.
Okay. So we drank. We sat in the car. We drank, and we kind of went played back and forth. And he was like, "Well, there's many fish in the sea, and this one right here, this one's for me." So it was kind of like, dang. And we wrote it so quickly that we didn't even realize we wrote that poem in a day, and then we memorized it. But it was easy. It wasn't like we had to think about it. It was like second nature.
Natural.
It was natural. So that's one of the fastest poems I said I memorized real quickly. It was also because he went, then I went, then we went together.
Synchronicity.
Yeah.
That's his favorite word. This nigga, he thought I made that up.
That's a word for real?
You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck this man. He already excited already.
Synchronicity?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
It's a lot of letters.
Never mind. No, don't worry about it.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
letters. It's real though.
Synchronicity.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's dope. Okay. Well, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, that's super loud. Okay.
In synchronicity. I'm gonna say that shit one day.
Oh,
Shout out to
Say it in
y'all.
the poem.
Put it in the pool. Yeah,
You know?
gotta go in the pool.
We got some synchronicity going on.
But we wrote it my way.
We did. We wrote it his way.
And went viral.
I can't find it
And got a
nowhere.
hit.
I never wrote it down. I never did nothing. I don't know. So if I ever forget it, I'm gonna have to watch a video.
Yeah, she did. Properly motivated.
Exactly. I was gonna say,
Properly
That's all
motivated.
it is.
There you go. You can do anything properly motivated.
So I have a quick question. When we gonna see an album?
He the person that got an album already.
No, not him. I ain't talking about Sky Free. I'm talking about
we
you.
jam that.
Oh yeah. I'm not.
Ready?
I'm gonna write a book before I write an album. I say that because yeah, I got so much material that it should be in a book first. As far as the album is concerned, I'm not really into the music behind me spitting. I don't like it. And I mean, everybody can't do it. So some people that I hear, I'm like,
gave
it's
him
dope.
straight poetry.
I mean, I can, but
Acapella,
yeah.
it's weird to listen to just straight poetry on an album. Like, I think you should hear some kind of music, and I don't want a full blown
melodic
band
tone.
or a bunch of mix and mastering behind me. I don't want that. If I'm gonna do an album, it's gonna be something like with a guitar, acoustic guitar
Piano.
behind me, or a little like something like that. But I'm gonna focus more on a book than an album first. That's my first goal, is to do a book.
Yeah, so when we gonna get that book?
Book. Yeah, that's
You
my
know,
next question.
Shit. I mean,
Since the material
Time is
exists.
right.
Yeah.
When the
yeah.
time is
Oh, I've
right.
been cussing all night, so I hope y'all all right.
We good.
No, but I think probably by the end of the year, I'm going to have it organized, and maybe by the beginning of next year.
Now we can get it by the end of the year, can we? Can we do that?
Motivation.
Properly motivated.
Hard work, plus patience.
Hey, that's the next goddamn
See,
piece right there.
I don't really like when people try to put me on the spot, and then I got the shit recorded. So then they gonna be like, you on this day you said this.
Right, right.
If you say it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You just said that's your purpose.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
Properly motivated. You said, hey, you can get
There you
your
go,
book
there
out
you
by
go.
the end of the
Hey,
year.
Mo Six. Oh, sorry, I'm a friend.
Focus.
That's her name.
You can get your.
Hey.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. On air.
No, but yeah.
Hey, Mo
So
Six.
by the end of the year,
Y'all hear that?
by the
heard
end
By
it.
of
the end of the
year.
year,
June
we gonna have
13th.
this.
We heard on
this-
June
this
13th.
physical book,
At 9:30.
tangible.
What's
the name of the
title
book?
your
Tell them.
I mean, I don't know what you want. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I am. My name is Courtney Lynn. So the title of my book will be "Lend Me Your Ear." LYNN.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Fire.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Look, he talking about. I don't know. He talking about what's the name of your book? I don't know.
He knows.
All right. Okay. So, my next question is kind of for the kids, right? If a lot of people in middle school, high school, I guess that's when people are really like going into writing poetry and sitting in their room by themselves having a diary. Maybe if they get writer's block, what's something anybody can do, even a book writer, but what's something people can do to get through writer's block?
Right about having writer's block.
I don't like that. I mean, know
I got
people
writer's
do.
block.
And
Time
other-
to stop.
other
Every
people
time I'm
do
talking
too.
to
But when I have
The
writers,
kids can't do what you do.
what do you do?
You know what I'm saying? The kids can't do what you do.
Kids can do
Write
what I
about
do.
Writer's block, kids.
okay, kids.
What age group of kids?
I think kids, they more advanced than
I'm thinking
what we
middle
like
school,
to
high school.
believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, you know,
Yeah, we was more advanced. Than
we
my
was
parents,
advanced too,
so,
you know. So, you know, I'm gonna speak for females. When you are a young adult and you live with your mama, and women always have a love-hate relationship with their mama. I say that because most girls have that. I think I'm grown, and their mama is fighting back and forth with them. So, like
I know what's good for me.
I give a perfect example. My very first poem, like that I wrote and I turned in to my school, like turned in as a project, was about my mama. It was like what I was going through, what I was watching my mama go through, like, you know. So when you have writer's block, take a step back and look at your life. You know, if you mad at your mama, write about it. If you mad at your brother, your sister, your cousin, write about it.
I wrote about my daddy before.
See?
I sent that to Eminem.
Oh yeah.
It's this real shit. Like for real, Eminem.
You
was my favorite
stand? No.
rapper. Nigga, I was like, hey, M, write a song about whole ass daddy like mine, bro.
Yeah.
I went off.
I feel like you should write about your personal, like it don't have to be what you writing to show the world about what you writing about, but if you have write about it, get it out, write about that. You know, he say write about having writer's block. I've never wrote about having writer's block, so I don't know how to do that.
It could be fun.
I'm pretty sure it could be, but you know, I say write about something relatable, something that you can, you know.
What up, Pumpkin?
It's an open diary.
All right, so me personally, I never heard Fish. I was gonna ask, can I hit some bars, but
We could do bars and then we could do fish.
I want them both. Yeah,
Let's
we
hear it.
got a couple minutes. I want these bars. I want to hear. I want
Which
people
one
to be
first?
able to.
The bars
It's
first?
on y'all. Bars first for
You
sure.
wanna go first? Or you
What
go first? You can do master.
Do it for the crowd. Whatever go with the crowd.
Don't
Hey.
let the pretty face fool you. I'm a beauty, but more of a beast. And once unleashed, ain't no taming me. Sweet and innocent, I ain't never claimed to be. And ain't no changing me like throwback BET. I'm raw and uncut, and you can bet your left nut on that. I'll give you straight facts, no fiction. Excuse my diction, but I don't spit, folks, with poor comprehension. So listen closely and pay attention, or you might miss something. I spit hot shit, so if you're too close, you might get burned. No third degree, but I've mastered these bars, so when I pull up, they go crazy. R.I.P. to Big Mo, double cup my flow. I got them bars, baby. And for all y'all who ain't heard of me, I am poetically Courtney Lynn. I'm ruthless with the pen. I came to set it off like Stoney with a Keith Weston by my side. So act like you know me. Now, better yet, act like you owe me and pay me some respect. I'm just getting started. Y'all ain't heard shit.
Hey?
I thought Keys was bad.
No,
No, it's not. Keys.
The
now.
keys, jingle the keys, jingle the keys.
Oh, I thought when people shake their keys,
Look at her,
that
cat,
was like,
cat with a bell.
Cat with a bell. No. Who that nasty?
That's Maya.
Oh, Lord.
No cat with a bell tonight. They ain't ready for that girl.
okay.
Hey, what's
I
that?
got a poem called
So
Cat with
you.
a Bell.
Here we go. Damn. All right. I don't slam. I suplex. So you ain't got to question who the best. We can put the speculation to rest. Translation, there's no contest. I kick ass and ask who's next. I'm Debo with the flow. Bruce Leroy with the glow. I ain't got to ask you who's the master, because you already know. I'm the last dragon, Jon Snow. Cold like Winterfell, and I spit that fuego. And if you don't know, my queen, oh, she crazy like Khaleesi. Please believe me, I am not lying. I'm no Lord Tyrion. If you're not understanding, then let me make it clear again. She would never be short-handed, and she will burn everything standing to secure King's Landing. And I ain't just talking Targaryen, boy, I'm barbarian, carrying a Valyrian steel. But still, to keep it real, I'm insane with this pen, man. I'm sick with the bit. I'm monkey with these bars. They go bananas when I spit. I'm Mighty Joe with the flow. I got them going ape shit. Rampage on the stage. Super 8, no cape. Now who you know, Gorilla. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Nerd.
That was aggressive.
I feel like yes.
Okay. Anybody in here got a poem they got in their pocket? Anybody?
Not after that shit.
Violence and blue.
Bottles of red.
Maya Angelou said that.
Lord.
Still I ride. I said that.
Okay.
Still
So
alright.
Hey, now that was fine, bro.
now
Oh, we gotta get the fish.
the fish.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There may be many fish in the sea, but that one right there, that one is for me. And for me, she is the one and only, the only one. For her, I will move a mountain, the moon, the stars, and the sun. And she ain't even gotta ask for it, dog. I do it just for fun. As a matter of fact, before she can even ask, it'll already be done because she is the one. And you can run and tell that to anybody you want to. Just don't forget to tell them when you're spreading the good news. She's the BB to my king, dog. Lucille to my blues. I am never off note because she keeps me in tune no matter who chooses to challenge. There ain't no competition. She could never be moved or knocked out of position. Listen, you get in the cheat code, stop dreaming.
Keep wishing.
She is the champ, undisputed. Her heart is so pure that it can't be polluted. Our bond is so strong that it can't be diluted. Don't even speak of my future if she is not included. Man, this love runs so deep that it can't be uprooted. Dog, you stupid. Now you foolish. If you think you can do it, and all you niggas that knew it and blew it, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you, my G. Nigga, you the best man on my team. You the real MVP. You single-handedly handed me the key to the victory. Boy, you the reason she with me. So you see, there may be many fish in the sea. But that one right there, that one is for me. And for me, she will fillet a chick. I'm just saying she crazy, not stupid. So please don't be stupid. I ain't talking about Cupid when I say she'll get to shooting. So if you want your teeth, little mama, I suggest you keep it moving. And all you thirsty niggas waiting, start hydrating. Because it'll be a long time for you get a sip of that fine wine. Matter of fact, that's my moonshine. And that'll be never. Because this shit right here, nigga, this shit right here, nigga, this shit's forever.
Forever.
Forever, ever.
Forever, ever.
And with love as our umbrella, no storm we can't weather together. Because together, no one can do it better like this, that, and this, and it's like that, it's like this, it's like that, and this is my fish.
There are many fish in the sea, but this one right here, this one's for me. And for me, he is the one and only, the only one. For him, I will move heaven and earth and raise hell to get it done. For him, I'm going to always come.
In more ways than one.
To his aid, if he is ever in need, I will cross rivers, oceans, and many seas. Just to show him he can always depend on me. For him, my love overflows and floods the deepest valleys and covers any mountaintop. Cross him the wrong way and I'm liable to make your heart stop.
And that's word to Tupac.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy.
And that's my cookie.
And you can run and tell that to anybody you want to. Just don't forget to tell him you spread the good news that he is the last page to my notebook. The Noah to my alley, the Jack to my Rose. But I'd make room on that door because there's no way he would have froze. He is the Quincy to my Monica. I will write for his clothes. Now I'll write for his heart. And if that shit don't work, hell, I'll fight for his heart. See, our love can be measured for it's off the charts. And our bond is unbreakable. But he ain't no Mr. Glass. My future's with him, no matter my past. So you see, there may be many fish in that motherfucking sea. But that one right there, that motherfucker for me. And for me, he will do the unthinkable, overcome any obstacle to achieve the impossible. For me, that's the only fish I see.
I better be.
So you see, there may be many fish in the sea, but that one right there, that one's for me. And for me, there's no greater love story ever told. He is the mate to my soul, and together we'll grow old. Together we'll become one. Write our wrongs and become the perfect poem. Together we will pray together. We will stay together.
Yes,
we will
sir.
grind together. We will shine together. Until the end of time, we will be forever together. But forever, it ain't long enough.
Yeah.
Fuck is they talking about?
Damn, black man don't cheat.
And niggas ain't that. Fuck is they talking about? Look, time out. I'm looking at my Instagram now the whole time. Niggas is like, I got me one too. They niggas feel like I'm gonna go home and propose.
Got them boys motivated.
Man.
Serious
Nah,
motivation.
for real.
Coordination and
It's
chemistry.
never gonna get old, man.
Never get
Nah,
old.
that, I see why they ask y'all to do that everywhere y'all go. I might stop y'all in the mall and be like, hey, man, let me record y'all right quick.
Real quick.
Man, I wish I would have. I recorded on that phone and on here. I'm like, yo, I need to pick this phone up too.
That's
Shit.
like y'all
appreciate
Ice
y'all.
Ice Baby. like
That's
Vanilla Ice.
that's like, I don't get tired of doing it, to be honest. I don't get tired of doing it. It's just, you gotta give the people what they pay to see. That's what they pay. They pay me good money to see a show, and they say, do fish, nigga, I'm doing
Oh
fish.
yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, I ain't tripping. That's like,
Still want
Arsenal
to
said,
honor your craft though
you
and
know
everything
what I'm
else.
saying?
He probably shouldn't sing.
He probably
Yeah,
should
I'm about to say. That ain't like that.
I'm just saying, though. Come on, man. I'm just saying. But realistically, though, you gotta get fans. Sometimes people like for instance, y'all told him about fish. Sometimes people tell other folks about your poetry.
Exactly.
And it's like, man,
It's nothing like seeing
and you
it.
think you gonna retire a poem? You can't retire a poem when other people out there telling, man,
It's
you
gonna
gotta
be a
hear this
classic.
one. You gotta hear this
Yeah.
one. It's a classic. So, we had to get out of that mindset as artists and say, well, I'm never doing that again, because that could be the one thing that people are bringing fans.
To
You know what I
see.
mean? To see. You do what I'm saying? So.
Usually when people blow up, it's that one hit that's been around
Yeah.
Yeah,
forever. It be
definitely.
5 years old.
And you
Yeah.
know what's crazy? Like I look at art, I look at poetry, I look at entertainment like food. I look at it like a chef that's cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at any artist that I would bring on my stage, I look at them like they're cooking. I gotta know what you're cooking because I know what they're eating. If you're not like, for instance, you got the best pork chop in the world. The best pork chop, and I mean you can have been on competition after competition, you won all the competitions, it's hands down, you the best nigga in the world cook a pork chop. But it don't matter how good that pork chop is, my people don't eat pork.
We vegan.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I understanding what my customers eat, then I know what to tell you gotta cook. But aside from all that, I look at artistry like a chef, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't never seen nobody that can cook the hell out of a burger and say, I'm never gonna cook a burger no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of cooking burgers. You ain't gonna never be tired of doing what you do great. So if you doing that poem, you know what I'm saying, and that's the poem that everybody want to hear. I know you probably want them to taste your chicken, but bro, we don't want your chicken. We want your burgers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's just like if you go to a Beyonce concert, you expect to hear some of her classics and not just all her new shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I've never gone.
Well, I have never been either, but I'm just saying. Well, I don't want to go. But no, I'm just saying in general, when you go to see your artist, whoever you want to go see, you wouldn't expect to see the same. I mean, the new shit that they got. Because what if you don't know the new shit? Everybody know all the old shit. You know, we got to a point where shit. I got a poem where people say that shit with me. You know, like when it comes to fish, people know that poem. They say it with. I got a homegirl. Shout out to Lady 380. She has a show on the 22nd.
She was my
this
favorite.
Saturday. No Smoke 2.
Get your tickets.
But yeah, she got her opening. You know, I am Lady 380, and whatever I speak is my truth. Like everybody know that shit. Like, and I think it's dope to have that. You know.
Oh,
so
they done. My bad.
it's-
That hour went by.
4.
Yeah.
3. Bye, y'all.
All right,
Thank
so I'm gonna bring it
you.
right back because they was just asking. They needed y'all at Tween did none of that. And I got a question. I really
Oh
want to
shit!
ask.
I press share.
You didn't save it.
You can go back and screen
Yeah,
record it.
you can go back to it.
And it's on YouTube forever.
More. And then.
It's so definitely on
Send
YouTube
to-
It's
forever.
on YouTube.
You can't save it even after you send it.
All right.
I send it to myself so that way I can screen record it on my phone.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna let my people roll back in. Y'all going back?
Yeah, let me go on back.
Let them people roll back in. You feel me? We gonna get back to it because I think that not only poetry was powerful, but what y'all have on display is powerful in this realm, especially where the way society is now.
Yeah.
So my question to y'all individually is, what is love to you?
Hold on, let me take the jacket off.
Hold on now. This finna be a good definition.
Yeah. he gonna come with it.
Put me on the spot.
He gonna come with it.
Freestyle.
Love is.
Love.
What you got to
It's
say?
beautiful.
Love is feeling.
What is love?
Love is
Love is
blind.
kind.
Okay.
Do not recite 1 Corinthians 13.
No root.
Okay,
root. That's
no,
root.
give me your definition of what love
Love
is.
is not what you say. Love is what you do, and what you do says it all.
So I think that when it comes to love, the way I define it is that regardless of who the person is, whether it's your kids, whether it's your family, or, when you truly love someone, you love them more than you love yourself. You know, you think about their feelings before you think about yourself. And so that's that's my definition, is me pouring all into the person I care about, whether it's my kids, my family, this one right here, you know, me pouring in more into them than I would pour into myself.
Mm-hmm. The crazy part about it is there's some people that have never really got to experience this. And I want to ask, what does it feel like to have somebody that you know got you 158%?
It feels good. I mean, you know, it feels like, you know that person is willing to, you know that you don't have to think twice about things, like, you know, or you don't have to worry. It's kind of like when people say, well, you know, don't worry, lean on God, and, you know, that's how I want to be, you know, but it's always good to have someone in your corner that, you know, that's right there that you could talk to, that, you know, you know, so I ain't got to worry too much, because I know regardless of what I got going on in my life, you know, when I look to him, I don't even got to say nothing, because he already know, like, whatever I got going on, he got my back. I ain't got to really put too much into it. And, you know, that was before, like, this became that. So, you know, he's always been a good friend and a good person to me, to where, you know, it felt good for me to be able to lean on him and be like, you know, this is going on, or without me having to say things. It's like, you know, you don't want to do something, and then that person don't have to ask you to do it. They just do it anyway. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. It's like with him, like, I don't got to ask him to do something that I know that he don't want to do, and neither do I, but he do it anyway, because
you look up and it's done.
Yeah,
like
it's like it's done. It's like,
already done,
you know,
yeah.
I'm gonna give an example. We had to.
Damn, that was a loud ass phone.
I'm gonna give an example. We had to make a ride, you know, a far out ride, and I had to make it generally by myself. And I didn't say that 4 hours. I didn't say that I wanted him to come, because I know, like, he got to get rest. He gonna be tired, whatever. This was last night. Yeah. And
he was
when I looked
packed
up,
and ready.
When I looked up, he was like, "All right, come on, I'm coming." And I didn't ask him. I didn't say I wanted him to even though
but
I
you
did.
Knew, yeah.
And it was just like, "Come on, let's go. I'm ready to put the dog. Let's go." I'm like, all right, cool. You know, it felt good to know that he was willing to make that move without me having to say, "Well, can you come?" You know, so that's the, you know.
And now vice versa, she didn't have to make that. She was making that ride for me. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have to ask her to make the ride. She heard about it, and she was willing to drive 4 hours in the middle of the night, get back at 4 o'clock in the morning for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask her to do it. She's like, I'm down, you know, to do it. And she didn't look to me to come with her. You know what I mean? I was like, neither one of us wanted to really do it. But it's when you love somebody that will compel you to get out of your comfort zone, to do the things that you really don't feel like doing, and when you love somebody, sometimes you do stuff even if you got to do it afraid. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to make that sacrifice.
Love will compel you to do it, even if you got to do it afraid. Like, if you're not sure you're going to be able to make it work, you still going to try, because I'm going to do it afraid, because love will compel you to do it. You know what I mean? If you're not compelled to get out of your own way, you're not really, you know, you're not experiencing the depth of love that you should have for the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. You know what I mean? If you allow yourself to stand in your own way in between you and that person you love, if you're the roadblock, and that love that you have for that person is not compelling you to get out of your own way, you need to take a step back and reevaluate what you think you really feel about that person.
Or what you should, or if you should be in that situation.
Yeah, I got Walmart with my dad, and I don't like Walmart.
I don't think no man likes Walmart.
You talk about
bro, look,
drive in the middle of the night. This nigga say Walmart.
Walmart feel like to me though, like
time out. Everybody in my family don't ask me to go to the grocery store.
I can't say
because not only do I not like to go.
Come back without stuff I ain't supposed to
I don't
That's
think
my whole thing. You can tell me go get some bread. It's gonna take me 4 hours. I ain't gonna want to ask nobody. I don't feel like.
I think that's a man thing. Men don't like the grocery store.
You don't like Walmart.
Yeah, facts.
Well, as long as you come back with what I asked for and more, I'm okay with it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm for sure
I'm supposed to be going to get bread, and I'm in the entertainment center. He's already came back with a new 50 inch. You know what I'm saying?
That he got to take back.
It came with it was a discount.
Yeah, they told me if I get the bread, I get it.
Did you remember the receipt? That's all I want to know. You got the receipt?
I jumped in the parking lot.
Oh, they only took the receipt.
He only
Crackhead with the receipt.
The receipt gets you in and out of Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
fact.
It's like an ID. You know what I'm saying? You come out of Walmart.
I won't say ID.
They just pass it on. Like, just go get exactly what's on this list. And you have two set of groceries. You have two set of groceries. You gonna double up.
So you gonna tell everybody that you?
We gonna double up. Hey, I'm gonna get groceries first, and then
Real talk.
we
I
gonna
know
double up.
niggas used to go in Walmart and pick up the
I'm
bag,
not doing that shit.
go in the
Don't-
back and
don't.
bag they shit while they walking in through Walmart and walk out.
They got so much shit going on. It's hard.
Bag full of shit. No receipt
They
sometimes.
lose
Just
billions of dollars and like.
That sound like diligence.
That sound like
That's
fun.
what they pay them for.
That sound funny to
Especially
motherfuckers.
September.
no, we don't condone no criminal
I'm not.
activity.
I don't know what he do.
I'm
I'm just kidding.
Get away with it.
Nah, brother.
So
You got two 70-inch TVs, fam.
Them hoes
I
gonna
have
say
the
it.
receipt.
Hey, free Super Dave. My boy,
Yeah.
shout out to Super Dave, man. My boy been locked up.
So,
It's been about 10 years now.
Oh, you said that to
Wow.
tell me not to do it, huh?
Nah, I just said that. That reminded me of my dog. Free
So
Super
real
Dave.
quick,
man.
since we got 10 minutes left, I have to ask this question since we got some lyrics in the building. Is Drake the current king of rap
Yes.
or hip hop?
Yes.
Is Drake the current?
Drake?
Yeah, Drake.
I'm
Drake.
Drake,
No, you gotta jump in there.
Drake been on top of the game for a
Yeah.
while.
Drake,
Is
if
Drake-
Drake, if Drake win the Raptors,
No, Drake is the
the
current
NBA Finals, he might step up a
King of
notch.
rap, yeah.
Drake been on top of the game for a very long
I
time.
agree he's on the top,
I'm
but he's
sorry,
not number
fam.
one.
But what's the king?
And-
What do you?
and
What's the
I'ma
definition
say-
of king
I'ma
for
say-
y'all?
I'm gonna say in his generation, yes, but Jay-Z ain't relinquished the throne.
No.
man.
So, so I definitely get that. But what I'm saying as far as being the hottest at a current time.
I still don't want to say the king.
I still wouldn't say he the hottest. I say he making the most money.
He
I
makes
would-
good music for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he the hottest though. You got people that got most, that's getting them spins.
I'm saying that all around.
So-
like all around.
I mean, I personally like him a lot better than some of the people that are getting them plays, that are getting the attention.
I said the same
You know what I'm saying? But what we basing this off of? We basing it off
Everything.
the opinions?
No,
First-
just everything.
Everything, lyrically.
Everything.
Oh,
Nah, not
The
everything.
fact that he's
So-
everywhere, like
Yeah, he's-
everything.
yeah.
He not.
Like for
Oh,
instance,
man.
okay,
Nipsey's the
when
king.
Wayne was
We
on
didn't
top
say
of the
that.
game.
We didn't say that though.
Right? Do you
Hold on,
remember the
Nipsey-
era when Wayne was
Nipsey
on
is
top?
the king of
So-
this
okay.
whole generation
Wayne
right
was
now.
never on top of the game?
Yeah, he was.
Wayne was
Mixtape
on-
one.
Yeah,
I
facts.
mean,
Wayne.
wait a second.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
Hey,
Wayne
hey,
had an
hey,
era,
hey, listen,
right? And I feel like
at
it
the same-
transitioned to Drake era when
Fam.
Wayne got locked up.
At the same time, Wayne was on top, bro, and y'all can hate me for saying this. T-Pain was on top,
I agree with that. But he was a singer.
bro.
He was a
T-Pain
rapper
can,
turned singer.
boy,
He
T-Pain
got
got
bars. I
bars,
know.
dog.
Now look, the
people sleep on
perspective
T-Pain.
of
Singer.
Wayne had his era, and he was the person that you could get on a song, and your song becomes hot.
Right.
Now I can say, yeah, Drake can carry
That's what
that.
I'm referring to.
yeah,
as
he
far
can-
as-
he can carry
that's
that
hotness.
torch.
That's
Drake-
hotness.
Who was
You
on
on top of the
against
game.
Pain though that year, that one time, dog. Like Pain was on every,
Yeah.
everything
Well,
that was getting
Wayne was too.
nominated.
Yeah.
Pain was on it. It was
Yeah.
like, man, is this nigga is the golden goose or what?
He was.
But he wasn't like Wayne though. Like Wayne was on some different
Wayne was
shit.
on
I am
that.
everywhere. I'm
He-
in, like hide and go, and I can go anywhere, any, mini, mighty, mo. I'm yo.
Yeah, he
Nah,
was-
he was
Yeah.
on. He was on.
I ain't gonna lie.
some
I got a
different
I used to have the mixtapes, man. Yo, I'm gonna tell you what happened with Wayne, man. Wayne started giving his stuff. Wayne got hot when he started flooding the market with his shit for free.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
He started flooding the market with his stuff for free, building free fan
Squad
base.
up.
Yeah, squad up,
Yeah,
building
yeah.
free fan base, and then finally when he decided to drop an album, he was already hot because he had flooded the market with his material, and his material was dope already. So giving it away for free worked for him. You know what I'm saying?
Good dope set
It
itself.
worked for him. Same thing happened with Trey Songz.
Yeah.
Trey
A
Songz
girl
had
told me the
mixtape.
other day, she
Yo,
said Trey Songz can't sing for shit.
Nah,
He can sing.
A girl
Don't get up here and act out. Don't do it.
I feel I feel a certain way about him, so that's why he upset. But don't do that. He can sing.
Nah, they definitely.
I'm trying to get a man some props. Don't make me go there.
There's not a rapper with an album that when it dropped, shake the game up more than Drake. It's not. It's not. Think about his last album. They had the whole world on
Hey,
fire.
look, I really, it's
Scorpion,
11
right?
o'clock. I don't
You
even
gotta
want you
look
to
at it
end
this
that
way.
like
Scorpion,
that.
right?
Look at it this way.
Jigga.
We're not talking about. See, you say Jigga, you talking to black people. Drake is white. He's black and he's Jewish.
Bro, you think
Like Drake
Jigga
shakes the
ain't-
game up all the way
Drake-
around.
You think Jigga ain't touching these white folks' pockets?
No, he is for sure. But Drake is hotter than him on a rap standpoint. Drake, like if you look at sports, Drake is on Sports Center every night. The Raptors practice in OVO owl jerseys. Like facts, right? The Raptors practice in OVO. He's the ambassador of that team.
He's literally the ambassador.
But he inserts himself, and that's the thing. Like he inserts himself. So I mean, I gotta give it to him for that. But who you think he learned that from?
Hove, and that was my argument, right? That was my argument.
He learned that from Hove is not inserted in the NBA team, but the nigga just got told he had.
No, Hove is the guy for sure.
You can't be. You can't be hot in these
He
streets.
wasn't just ambassador.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just have $1 billion without making moves.
Now Hove is the guy. Hove is, to me, Hove is the greatest rapper ever. But I'm talking about as far as hotness, as far as
currently.
Yeah. Hove is not hot lyrically.
Drake never have
Beyonce is hotter than Hove.
himself ever.
Hold on, what?
Beyonce is hotter than Hove.
You had
Musically,
like people said Kendrick was the top nigga.
musically,
Then you got J. Cole now. You not fucking with J. Cole.
I don't think Kendrick was ever top nigga.
Jay let me down this last.
Really?
I don't think Kendrick like.
I
We always said it was
album.
nice.
He had
Right?
a good
I never
Right,
said
yeah.
Kendrick was the best, but
His second album was
consensus
trash.
was Kendrick was the best.
No, tonight.
I mean,
That was
based
like a
on
universal tone.
awards. Based on awards, you want to stack awards up?
No.
If you
Drake
go to
got
awards,
awards.
Drake got it. Period.
Alright, look, it's 11. I mean, it's 10.
11 o'clock.
It's 10.
Agree to disagree.
We
I
gotta
respect
We
y'all.
gotta continue this conversation.
I agree. Drake
I
is
know what's
flaming
going
hot.
on. I
He
just
is
agree with
flaming
y'all.
hot.
That is a fact. He might win the Raptors a championship
He might.
because it would only be more Drake than Kawhi.
Right. Exactly.
And they are losing.
Right now,
What it look like?
Who losing? 285.
Who losing?
Golden State winning.
I can't believe they came back the way they did last game. Like,
That was it.
yeah, when you
Right,
fight for
right.
your life,
You
because you was crashing and surviving. But look, we really appreciate y'all for coming through, dropping this game, giving us this content that we're gonna be able to use forever. And
I appreciate y'all. I had a
this
good
shit
time.
this shit was amazing.
And when is the show?
The show is
So it is July 24th. Set it off. It is a Wednesday.
I got tickets on deck.
You can follow us at We Go Live TV on Instagram, on Facebook.
Yeah. I gotta
That's
get
why
y'all gotta plug them.
Yeah. So it's We Go Live TV on Instagram. On Facebook, it's We Go Live. You can follow me directly at Poetically Courtney Lynn, spelled the regular way. Don't be extra. Also, you can follow him at
trying to say?
Scott Free Poetry. No.
That's him. That's him.
Scott Free Poetry. Like he got away. Scott Free. Yeah. Also on Facebook. Scott. Like Scott Free. Yeah. Yeah, and also Scott Free on Facebook or Scott Free Poetry on Facebook and Courtney Lynn on Facebook as well.
My whole life I've been hearing Scotch Free. I've been thinking
It's Scotch.
Some promos you gotta do? You got some promos you gotta do before I jump on mine?
anything, baby.
Henny Fest.
Anything is possible, baby. Bring y'all ass to Saturday. I ain't gonna
Start
lie
at
to you,
3 to
baby.
10.
It's
We're gonna be out there.
it's up there.
Where?
Ain't no other
Henny Fest.
Henny Fest.
Wait, where is it at?
Henny Fest is at the NRG Arena.
Okay.
We will be outside in the parking lot turning real live up. Like real live. Hennessy time. Expect all of the hottest people in Houston to be there performing, might I add. Beautiful women, if that's your thing.
Don't forget me.
Businessman. And just the entire team. No lie though. Anything is possible, and we trying to we on some ratchet shit, but at the
And
same
righteous.
time, we trying to infuse the culture to be able to raise capital while we have fun. Anything never have no problems, never have no kind of crazy shit go on. It'd be 15,000 people come out, and it really be a good time. Like, and it's to bring something to the city that the city don't get to experience a lot. So,
That's dope. That's
Do the
dope.
same thing with the water gun wars.
guns down, water guns up.
Yeah, that's the following week on the 22nd. Somehow I'm in the mix of that. I didn't know I was gonna be this big a part of it, but you know, I'm in it. I keep pushing them. They keep going. So I mean, it's gonna be a good thing, man. It's a real
Yeah,
positive
it's gonna be a
message.
live event. Yes.
Put the guns down.
Put the guns down.
Yeah,
Unless
we brought
you
the
got
guns
your
up.
CHL.
Or unless it's in
See, he-
defense.
look, he
I agree
promoting
with defense
violence.
mode, but you know, yeah, we trying to push that narrative, man, and change it up. See what we can do to change our people beating on our people or killing our people. You know, violence got to end.
And what date is that?
22nd of June.
Oh, that's next Saturday.
And that's Green Team, by the way, you know what I'm saying?
Great
team.
squad.
Great team over here. They call us old folks, but
his squad is broken down by bro, you behind me, bro.
Slipping.
This nigga hoe.
out of nowhere.
His squad is broken down by ages, man, and these niggas old as fuck. So they
I'm not
got
old.
a great team.
I'm on a great team, but I'm not old.
You old as hell.
No, I'm not. I'm only 34 years old. That's
That
old.
boy said he look 25.
Dude, how old time before we get off the air? How old I look?
44.
No, realistically. Real.
He
Come
being
on
real
now.
as fuck.
40?
You don't look at
No,
your
I was
40s. No.
How old?
You look like you in your 30s. Not, I wouldn't say 20s. I say definitely 30s.
Yeah, early 30s.
Early 30s?
Early
You
30s.
don't look like a kid.
You know what I'm saying? But this dude said old.
Yeah, they just messing with you.
Nah, he playing.
All right,
Anyway,
we out here, man. Shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. She is now the fastest woman in the world.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's dope.
She what?
Richardson, the fastest woman in the world.
She run for LSU, black girl.
LSU track team for real.
They say she
And they
weave
brag.
lashes, comes
Yeah.
to a bitch like this
Oh,
when
they
she
talk
get done.
shit.
She kind of light skinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them
They
before.
whole
Yeah, I seen
track
them
team be
before.
talking
Yeah.
cash shit too.